Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Last time, we made it further into the mines. We had to go on a whole treasure hunt for a diamond. Again, that was somewhat displeasing to have to do, but we found it. Got a decent chunk of change for it, and we were able to actually even accomplish some more stuff with the community center. This time we're starting off with not so great luck, but we got a letter from somebody. Dear Ryan, it's been so long since I heard from you, dear. Things are the same as ever back home. I miss you very much. Love, Mom. P.S. Found your envelope with some money Grandpa left for you. $500. Thank you, Grandpa, and Mom, I guess. Dear neighbor, I hope you're feeling settled in your home. I'm writing to let you know Pierre's store is now selling fertilizer. Why don't you swing by and so you can afford a few dozen boxes or so? Yeah, I'm not buying fertilizer. Sorry, buddy. Also some potatoes done. Yeah, so that is actually one of the things I am going to mention. Specifically, I guess I should say this. Sorry, I'm thinking for a second. The note you get from your mother, which gives you money from Grandpa. Also, our green bean is done, even though you see you only get one, so that's kind of disappointing. The money you get from your grandpa, actually that letter will change slightly based on your gender you pick. I mentioned that based on if you pick the male body or the feminine body or whatever, that will actually change very few things, but I did mention it would change a few small things. While it doesn't change, of course you can marry whoever and whatnot. One thing it does change is who you get that letter from. That letter will actually come from your dad instead. Actually, wait, no. Wait. No. I'm thinking of something different. There is a letter we're going to get from our mom later on that's going to give us a different item. It's not going to be money. But if you're playing as a female, you'll just get more money instead of that item. But the item you get is not like anything limited edition or anything super rare, but still, I guess I should mention that. I'm going to bring the carp on me today just in case we have to have that on you. I'm not sure. We're missing cauliflower for the bundle. Okay, wait, let me look in the bundles for a second. Okay, I don't like pausing and going through the inventory and stuff because I know that takes in-game time, which makes these videos last longer, but I need to look here. We don't have enough hardwood for the construction bundle. I'm trying to see if we can complete any bundles right now because that would really help me accomplish something today. Of course, we need just that cauliflower and we can get that one done. That's gonna be a little bit. We definitely can't do any of the artisan, can't do summer, can't do quality, can't do construction, can't do fall. Okay, we have a purple mushroom. We may have an exotic carrot, but that's only 2. Yeah, we're not doing that anytime soon either. And we definitely can't do any of the fishing one. We do need a sunfish though. Should probably try to get that sometime soon. Yeah, I don't think we're completing bundles right now, which sucks, but it's whatever. So as I mentioned, today we're going to try to accomplish some things. We're actually going to go down, because I forgot last episode to do it, and the episode before that I actually was maybe even saying trying to do it, but I, again, forgot. What we're going to do is I'm going to head down, since we have to head to the area that this seems to be dropped off at. A while ago, we got a note from, a letter from Robin who said that she's missing her favorite axe, and that she would pay us if we can get it back for her. It's always in the same location, to my knowledge. At least I've never had it be in a different spot. Oh, thank goodness, 2 clay. That's exactly what we're looking for. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there and pick that up for the quest, and also, again, if you're playing, then you can see where it's at. Again, I believe it's always over here. I've yet to see it change spots, so hopefully it should be down here for you, too. Nice thing is we can also grab some forageables since we've had some time to grow, and we can even grab some salmon berries, which is always nice. It is Tuesday, nothing super special. I don't believe there's any holiday. I think the next holiday is going to be Pam's birthday, which I think may be the 18th. I'll check the calendar when we go to town today. We can also grab some spring onions, always nice for a little bit of energy boost. Again, they're not worth it for money, but hey, it's not always about money. Carrots aren't really worth it for money either. It's mostly for energy, and energy at this point is very valuable. So we're going to try to, of course, finish the carp mission today. We may try to do a little bit of mining, I'm not sure. We'll just kind of see how it goes. So yeah, down here is where the axe is at. Here's where it is on the map. You can kind of see where my head's at. It's next to where the sewer pipe is, down here, near Marnie's farm area. Pick it up. You found the lost axe. Better return to Robin. In case you're curious, you can't actually use it as an axe. Robin's been looking everywhere for it. You can just pick it up. It's kind of like an item. You can't swing it or anything. You can't use it. What is that? Hold up. I see something over here. What is this? Only a master of the 5 ways may enter. Okay, then. I guess we're not a master. Well, I guess we'll just keep that in the back of our mind, and maybe later on we can go there. Who knows? It's a little weird. Okay, so we're going to head into town first before we head up. One, because I want to check for any more missions. I doubt we're going to get 3 missions in a row. I think you can only get 2 in a row. Also, we can talk to Jazz, I guess. Of course, we're going to try to do the carp mission. We may even try to mine today. I think we're at floor 90. And I mentioned last time, the floor I've been trying to rush for is specifically floor 100. We are so close. And once we reach floor 100, we can finally stop just rushing the mines. Which is nice for you guys. You don't have to just see me go to the mines every day. I know that's what the last episodes have been. It's all just the same thing, but again, for me, it's really important to get there. Yeah, nothing going on for quests. Nothing going on. Yep, it is 18th. Oh, hello. We got a cutscene. Well, it's really busy today. Even Demetrius here, who never comes here early. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? Or how can I help? I don't think he said how can I help you. Maybe he did, I don't know. Come and get it, folks. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at Joja Mart. Well, any takers? They swarm to him, dude. That's actually very, very much factual. People will swarm for coupons. But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss. It must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. What can you blame them? Joja Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole town will realize that. Well, that was something. That is a cutscene that, again, just triggers over time. You do not need to be friends with anybody. Yeah, that put Pierre down. Reasonably so. He had a really busy day today. That's the busiest I've ever seen his shop, and it just got absolutely taken from him, but whatever. Should I wear something special to the aerobics meetup today? Yeah, you're gonna say every day. Yeah, so Tuesday's actually an aerobics class that goes on here at Pierre's shop, which also means like Robin's not in today, which means she should be coming down here, so we can give her the axe when she's heading down here. Something interesting was that is actually Morris, who we did talk to. May forget about, because we didn't really talk to him much. It's a cool place to hang out and soak up some rays. Gotta spend some time with the sun, also get you. Wait, what? I wish there were more girls in this town. I don't. Okay, we're talking about the sun, and I skipped over your dialogue. Whatever. Yeah, so that was Morris. We haven't really talked too much because we haven't really had a reason to. So here's Robin. We can give you your gift. Also, we don't have to even hand it to her. If it's just in our inventory, she takes it, which is interesting. Hey, you found my axe. What a relief. I almost chopped my toe off with the other one I was using. Thank you. What kind of axe are you using, brother? I mean, I guess I've never really, I've used an axe once or twice in real life, but I don't know. I didn't know that they were that different. But yeah, if we actually are curious, why don't we go check out Joja Co? I don't really want to follow with the masses and disappoint Pierre. That's kind of mean to him, but I do want to see what's going on at Joja Mart, because even though we weren't given a coupon, apparently there's some stuff going on here. And we heard him talking about some Joja Mart bundle. What do you have in store, by the way? Is it the same old, same old? Yeah, it's overpriced everything. Parsnips are only 20 at Pierre's, so why would I ever buy it here? Welcome to Joja Mart. How are you doing today? Membership is now available. With the Joja membership, you'll be able to make improvements in the community with the help of our dedicated personnel. For a fee, of course. Oh, and another thing, Mayor Lewis promised me that if anyone else joined up, he'd let us turn that old community center into a Joja warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? Membership costs 5,000 gold. Would you like to join? This decision right here is one of the biggest you're going to be able to make. For 5,000 gold, you can sign up for a Joja membership. What this does is it essentially is a different way of accessing the bundles. The bundles that we have at the community center with the Junimo or whatever. However, it is different in a lot of ways. For example, remember how for the current bundles, we have to get specific items that the bundles require? For Joja Mart, you don't have to collect any items. Not one. Instead, you have to give them a lot of money, as he said, for a fee. It gets really expensive, but instead of having to fill out multiple bundles to get one massive reward, you just have to spend a bunch of money for that reward. So for example, that bridge repair thing we saw as one of the rewards. If you wanted that bridge to be repaired really early on, also new ideas to sleep on nice, you could just buy the Joja membership and then buy the bridge upgrade, and then it just will be there. This is will change things about your town permanently, and will change story beats kind of here and there as you go, and they do offer some unique things about it. I am going to say this because I think it's the route that's most likely intended, but also because it's the route I always go on, because it's just the one that I enjoy the most for how I play the game, and also I feel like it leans into the way Stardew Valley, what the idea of Stardew Valley kind of leans into. I am not going to be buying the Joja Co membership. Speedrunners will do it a lot because, again, for them it's a lot faster to make money, which isn't tied to a specific season, whereas some of the stuff that you have to get for the bundles are tied to seasons. So for speedrunning's case, it can be really helpful to be able to just get that out of the way and just buy it. However, I am in the future going to go over some of the differences in an actual video format. It won't be on this farm because you can only, of course, do one. But I will probably do another farm, and I won't show it to be an episode by episode like this one. That's only going to be for this playthrough. But I will probably show kind of how some of the differences are, what happens when you finish all of them and things like that. But that's going to be way later on. I'm still working on even just collecting information. Also, one more carp. I'm still working on collecting information for that which farm should you pick video, which is being worked on. It's taking time because I want to make sure I encompass as much as I can for that. Again, that'll be linked in, probably not this description, but in like the first episode I was talking about it, and it should just appear on the channel list. Who knows? Maybe we'll link it in this description if I remember to when it comes out. I'm not sure. This is probably a bullhead because it's actually moving around quite a bit. It's a largemouth bass. It actually is really surprising. I was really expecting a largemouth, not largemouth bass. No, not wood skip. What's it called? Bullhead. Wood skip is a fish, but that is not the fish that we're talking about. Hopefully we get one more carp. We got that one pretty early. Oh, that's looking like a carp, baby. If we can get this, what we can do is we can head back, grab our ticket, and then go talk to Willie and you get the ticket from this one, hopefully. I think we get a ticket from this one, too. It said so, right? I'm actually not sure if we do or not. We'll check. Either way, we'll talk to him anyway because, you know, that's the main reason for us doing this carp mission. We will need to keep one for a mission, so we're probably going to sell the 3 iridium, keep the gold one since it doesn't matter what quality of one you put in the bundle. At least right now it doesn't. Okay. It's going to be a late day if we go to the mines. I don't know if I want to do that. I may just fish today. It's a bad luck day anyway. We may just fish today, actually, and get some more cash. Which we don't need a ton of, but if I'm still kind of on the fence if I want to buy the bag upgrade right now. I bought the first one, of course. That one is like a no-brainer. You buy that one, but the second one, it kind of depends. I'm not sure. We also could get some clay, too. I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure it out. Again, there's some days we're not going to have a clear goal, and that's fine. It's kind of part of the joy of, or not joy, but fun I find in this game, is that you can kind of just make it up as you go and work things out. So we only need 2 more clay, and then we'll have enough for what we're going for, which is nice. Yeah, grab the ticket, put in... What am I going to put away? Actually nothing. We're not going to put away nothing. Instead, we're going to sell this, and we're going to keep the rest on us. Because, again, I don't think we probably need the fish on us. I'm guessing all we have to do is talk to him once you've caught the fish, but I just want to play it extremely safe and ensure that we don't miss out on anything here. First things first, let us actually go on to Mary Lewis since we have this ticket, the reward we got from doing the mission last episode with Leia where we got the diamond again. Really crazy that happened, but whatever. Oh, hello there, Granny Evelyn. Now, homegrown tulips make for a lovely springtime gift. Yep, and we can actually grow those, but I think I grew 1 for the community bundle, right? Or I am growing 1 for the bundle. Right? No, I did already grow 1. Yep, tulip, 30 gold. Definitely not worth it for money, but can be worth it if you're just trying to grow it for gifts. A great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. Well, I must really get back to my work of looking at the river, but he's a creative thinker. He's working his job. And I believe we should get a cutscene when we enter here. Yep. As soon as you come in here with a ticket, I believe you can get this cutscene. Or I think you can maybe get it in other ways, but no, it's a guarantee pretty much if you come in here with a ticket. Again, this is new to the update, so if you haven't seen this before, that could be why. Oh, hello there, Ryan. I was just loading some more prizes into this machine here. It's a new program I've come up with to help promote a spirit of goodwill among the townsfolk, you included. It's pretty simple. Sometimes when you help out others in the town, you'll receive a prize ticket. You can turn them in for rewards. There's some special stuff in there. My only worry is that people will just go after the tickets rather than cultivating a true compassion for their fellow man. Ooh, I mean, I am mostly in it for the prizes, but I just want to help. I mean, I want the prizes, but I'll say that. Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, of course I'm in it to help people too, but I also want the prizes. At any rate, keep checking the Help Wanted board in town. There's a good way to get your hand on more tickets. Good luck out there. Yep, as I said, this is new to the update. You can come over here, and once you interact with it, click it, you can see a list of items. You can come over here and press like this little button. It'll consume the ticket, and you'll get whatever item the arrow's pointing to. In this case, it's 12 carrot seeds, and you can see it scrolls down. There's a bunch of different rewards we can get. It's kind of like on a set list, as you can see there. Again, you get those, I believe, every 3 quests. You'll see like a little thing on the poster board that has like 3 blank stars, and every time you complete a mission, one of those stars lights up. And if you complete a total of 3, you will actually get... Oh, there's some more carrots right there. You will actually get, of course, the ticket, which you can then exchange for some prizes, which is really cool. Some of the prizes can be a little difficult to get, but in general not super bad. Or not the prizes, I'm talking about the tickets, because some of the missions can be really annoying, but not all of them. Hey, you succeeded, Ryan. The carp is an exciting catch. Don't you think one time I caught one the size of a small motorcycle? Well, here's your reward. Not really that exciting. They're one of the easiest fish to catch, but I mean, it's whatever. I think I already... Okay, I'm going to sell, of course, the carp to you just immediately, so don't worry about holding it on me. Do I need this for the bundle? Okay, no, I don't. I already have one. So I can give you the clam. The one thing I'm going to do is actually come here to change my bobber again, because you can see we actually get different bobbers as we go on. I believe it's the amount of fish you've caught that changes this. But one thing you can do is actually press the randomize button, and it won't just randomize it this time, it'll randomize it every time you cast your line in a new area. So for example, if we cast our line right now in the ocean here, it's going to be yellow bobber, for example. I'm not going to actually catch anything, because I think I'm going to actually try to head up and... Do I want to plant the carrots? I don't know. Either way, we're not going to fish down here. We may try to catch the sunfish, actually. But if we fish up here, I'll give actually this to Penny. I think we've only given you one gift this week. Thanks, this looks nice. Trading Vincent and Jazz today. They're a handful, but it's nice to make a difference in someone's life. Okay. Let me talk to the... now you're getting disrupted from the kids. Wait, Vincent! No! Okay. Not that you're super important to befriend, but... You know, I'm gonna befriend everybody if I can. Oh, yeah, if we fish over here... Oh, it's yellow again. Okay, well, I think it changes every time you leave an area, and we just got lucky. Or maybe it's every day. Either way, it changes actually, and you don't have to go back there to change it. So if you want to see a bunch of them, including when you get new ones, I believe, you can actually set it to random, and you'll get a new one every time. So, there's a new fish, I believe, sunfish. I think we actually already caught one earlier, but this is the first time I caught it and kept it, which we're going to need for our bundle. There's Haley. We'll talk to you. Get over here. I don't know how if any seashells washed up on the beach this morning. Yeah, one, I sold it. This isn't the best time for year for seashells, though. Yep, that's gonna be around summer. We could go mining again. I know it's like the stereotypical, oh, why am I going mining again? But I could just get it over with and try to get further down. Or I could go for more clay. Did I talk to you today? What do you want? Go away. I don't know why. Every time that someone's rude to me in this game, it just makes me laugh. I know that's probably not the best response to it, but it's just something about it's so funny to me. I don't know. We could go into the mine, because there is areas you can till in there, and we could look for clay in there. I think we're going to go to the mines regardless, and we'll just try to get a little further down. But it's not going to be like we're going to rush it like we do normally. Also, there's Maru. I need to start talking to her, but I'll do that later. Valley is a very vibrant and diverse ecosystem. That's one reason I was excited to move here. Yeah, I'm curious. Actually curious where you guys were from. Oh, Abigail's up here. Abigail actually plays the flute, as you'll see here every now and then. I can't really talk to her. I think we also already talked to her today. You can see her. I really like that sprite of her. I find it adorable of her like just playing the flute. No music, unfortunately, that actually plays when you're up here near her, but it's whatever. Oh, we are so close. Only 10 floors away. If we can get... Okay, also we have our chest here. Obsidian Edge on floor 90. That is a pretty decent sword. I think it's actually better in terms of the level, like this level 6. Oh, it's actually also level 6. Never mind, they're actually on par. 30 to 45 damage. It does way more damage. It only does 20 to 30. But this one has -1 speed and +10 crit. This one, meanwhile, has 2+ speed, +2 crit chance. It's kind of up to you which one you want. Here's just kind of a showing. Like, you can tell it's slower, whereas this is definitely faster. It's kind of up to you which one you prefer, or you can have both on you for very specific situations. Like, if there's some enemies that are, like, really don't take good knockback, you may want to consider hitting them fast, not hard. It just kind of depends which one you want to do. I actually prefer the bug insect head, but the obsidian edge is a guarantee. You don't have to really go to your way for it as long as you're descending down the mine. So again, that's one that I usually use too if I don't get lucky with any other weapons. It's not a bad weapon by any means. It has the negative speed, which I'm not the biggest fan of, especially with like the slimes and some of the enemies that are really fast. Yeah, as I mentioned, you can actually till certain spots down here in the mines. There's a clay. We need one more. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, there's spots like that you can actually till down on certain floors of the mine. I believe it's guaranteed which floors you can, anytime you see a dirt patch is basically what I'm saying. If you want to, you can actually go and till them. And there are some goodies you can get that you can't get on the surface, but you can also get clay. So if you're looking for clay, this may be a decent spot to try. Now we could try to get to floor 95, now that I got the 2 clay, which means now we have 10 clay, which means tomorrow we actually may be able to, because today was the Robux class. So that means, yeah, tomorrow we should be, oh, frick, my inventory's full again. That means tomorrow we should be able to actually go and start the silo, our first building upgrade. Our first building, not upgrade, it's our first building. It's not an upgrade for something we have, it's just a new building in general. I mentioned these floors always have, of course, a guaranteed exposed ladder at the end of it, so we're just, skip past everything, so we can always come back for loot, I should say. Golly, I don't know what's on there. What in the world is that? That is not normal. I actually didn't even know that ladders could appear over the track. That's kind of hilarious, though. Okay, so... again, there was a guaranteed one there anyway, but that's hilarious. Okay, so we're almost at floor 95. We are so close. We're probably not going to get to floor 100 today, and I'm fine with that. If we can even just get to floor 95, not 90. 95 today. Also, there's a ladder, nice. I'd be happy. Okay, do we want to try getting... I mean, we don't have any really reason to harvest clay. We could chop trees. I'm not sure. We'll try to go a little lower. If nothing else, we'll actually worry about loot this time. Usually we're just worried about getting lower. Now we can actually worry about loot, since I don't think we're going to make it floor 100 anyway. There's a bomb. I'll get rid of the white algae for that. Mostly just because, again, that reinvests in the mine itself. Then if there's like a bunch of rocks in a spot and you're struggling to find the ladder, or you're struggling on time, it'd be a good way of all of a sudden, finding the ladder really quickly. One more thing I will mention about the combat. I know, again, I'm talking here for 5 seconds, but the combat is that if you are struggling with it as well as the money, I already mentioned the practice, but one thing we'll mention about the combat is you can usually avoid fighting things for the most part. There are definitely some situations where you won't be able to, so I recommend fighting because every level up also upgrades your max HP. But for the most part, combat is not a central focus of this game at all, and you can kind of tell just by how simplistic it is, which is one of the reasons I actually like it. It's nice to play a game that you don't have to, like, get in depth with it. Oh, it's a new enemy. That's a squid kid, despite it not looking anything like a squid. And I also dropped a exclusive item called Squid Ink, which you can get in other ways, but it's the easiest to get this way. But yeah, as I was saying, in general, I find that the combat is very simple in this game, which is one of the reasons I actually enjoy it, because, like, there are a lot of games that have, like, difficult combat that I enjoy, but it can be really frustrating to have every game have, like, some in-depth combat system that you have to get, like, in tune with, just to even, like, remotely stand a chance against some of the enemies and stuff in the game. And again, I like those games for that reason, but it's nice to have a game like Stardew Valley that has combat, but has it in kind of a more simplistic manner, so that way you don't have to, you know, be... Like Terraria, for example, that's one of my favorite games as well. It's also kind of like an indie game as well. And that one I really like because of the combat, like the dodging and stuff, the boss fights, like that's one of the reasons I like that game so much. This game, of course, doesn't really have boss fights per se, but again, I enjoy the fact that this one has that more simplistic approach. It just helps this game stand out more to me as well, and it just makes it a more enjoyable experience. I know it doesn't really help you with tips or anything, but I just thought I'd mention that. Another emerald. Oh yeah, I need to actually grab that because we need to donate another one. We'll actually just eat this just because our HP is low, not even because of the energy. Yeah, as I said, if you're not keeping on your HP, especially on these lower floors, you can very quickly get overwhelmed. Oh, frick. Yeah, we're okay, you know what? I said I don't want to do it, but I am going to do it just because we're getting close. I'm going to do the screenshot method. I know, I'm breaking immersion, but I don't know, man. It's a useful strategy. Because, I mean, for example, here I can see there's no pre-exposed ladder, so I know I'm not wasting any time if I'm just mining the rocks, because I know there's not one that's already exposed somewhere that I could be getting. Oh, I could craft a cherry bomb. We're going to do that. Throw away the 2 copper. Again, not the best use of items, and cherry bombs are not like the greatest, but there's a chance we get it here, and that would be really helpful. Dang it. Okay, we didn't, but we got some gold from it. Saved energy, so yeah, I really doubt we're getting to floor 100, but that's fine. Again, we got some decent loot from this. We're getting more experience, and in-game experience, I mean. I guess we're getting some real-life experience from this, too. Just don't know if it's a useful experience. Yeah, as I said, those guys are really tanky, which is why I find the slower weapons to be really annoying, especially on those guys, because they don't take, like, any knockback, and they have a ton of HP, too, which doesn't help. Okay, it's 1240. We're already going to be pushing it close. Yeah, we're just heading up. Especially because I believe floor 99 is another spiral floor. Remember those floors I said that I absolutely despise because they're like the giant spiral, they take forever to go through, and they're just not fun? I believe that's what that floor is. Also, we may not even make it home. I think we can, though. But we'll have to see. Ugh. Yeah, not an amazing day when it comes to, like, the mine progress. I mean, we made 5 floors. The nice thing, though, is we got our clay. Hopefully that means, again, tomorrow we can set up the silo finally going, because frick me. It's been taking a while. Money's actually the thing I feel like we're most comfortable with. Usually money is something I struggle, I feel like, a little bit more with, but man, let's play that we're doing quite okay on money so far. I mean, definitely not, like, enough for certain things I want to be buying, but it's nice that I feel like we have a decent amount of change to work with in terms of extra. Okay, let's head to bed. I don't think we made any money today. No, we made a little bit because I sold, like, 2 largemouth bass. Level 3 foraging. 1 axe proficiency, new craft recipe cookout kit, and new cooking recipe moss soup. Interesting. Level 5 mining. Our next skill that we reach level 5 with. Choose a profession. Miner, +1 ore per vein, or geologist, chance for gems to appear in pairs. This one is a lot less cut and dried than the fish one for me, but I still feel like, from how I like to play the game and what I prefer, it's still a pretty easy choice. Geologist is just a chance, miner is just a guarantee, and ore is always going to be useful, so I'm going to go with the miner. Again, you can go whichever one you want. I like the miner, and again, I probably will show stuff. And as I mentioned later, way later in the game, you can actually change those level 5 and 10 skills you choose. It's just it costs some money in-game, so still would want to preferably pick one that you see yourself using, but you can change them around later if you're not super happy with them. Sunny weather, fortune teller, please be good luck, neutral luck, okay. And then we already have a rerun of Queen of Sauce. Again, I always check anyway just because I never know. Coleslaw is in fact one we already did though. I forgot to grab the cash reward from yesterday. Thankfully that doesn't expire. That could have been bad. Okay, start off this day. A lot of crap to go through again in our chests. So I think something I'm going to actually do is, because this is kind of the same old and I have nothing to mention, I'm going to go through my inventory, I'm going to water the crops, and I'm going to cut back once I have organized my chest. So I think what I'm mostly going to do today is I'm going to just, I don't care if it wastes the wood, we'll just get more wood, it's fine. especially since we're almost done with the mine. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up, and I'll see you guys. It's probably gonna be a little bit in game time, so I'll see you guys though in just a little bit. Okay, believe we are back. Didn't take super duper long. You can see I watered all the crops. And I've organized our chests. This green one's going to be a bunch of forageables and resources, so seeds and things like that, and also some things we can consume. And here we have minerals and ores, which is going to be this black chest, and this purple one's going to be monster drops, which we have less of, but they're going to stack up pretty quickly. And we're going to put some other stuff in there, like armor later on, and maybe some weapons. In here, we have pretty much all miscellaneous stuff. We have things that are used for the community center, we have seeds, and we have outfits and our tools. Hopefully it makes sense why I kind of did it the way I did. I'm not entirely sure if it does, but whatever. Hopefully it's not too complicated. Okay, so now we're going to have to collect stuff if we're going to build that silo. Now I believe it is 5 copper, I think 100 stone, and then just 500 gold. I don't think there's any more resources. Oh yeah, in the 10 clay. That's right. I almost forgot about the most important thing that made me wait so long for this. Okay, I may also... since we have gold now, I'm actually going to smelt another gold bar while we're gone, because I'm going to take this gold bar, also this sea jelly should be in here. As you can see, it's not perfect yet, but we're getting there. I'm going to take this gold bar with us as we head up to Robin's, because there is somebody up there who loves gold bars. It's like one of their favorite items to give as a gift. It's not super expensive, despite it being a literal gold bar. And, somebody who I've been wanting to befriend for a while, I put on the back burner, so someone I need to befriend anyway. I definitely need to go get more wood soon, but again, we're almost done with the mines for now. So, I'm thinking what I want to do is I may actually go upgrade our axe soon. Our axe to copper. Because that will actually help us specifically with getting rid of some of the trees we couldn't get rid of earlier, and it just makes it, of course, more efficient, but kind of see how the day goes. Oh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze, and I muted my mic for that, but I had to pause for a second. Okay. So this is the first time actually talking to her for a shop. You can actually use a shop and you can buy materials like wood and stone. Never worth it. Big chest for 5,000 gold. 120 wood and 2 copper. You can store almost twice as much as a regular chest. That is a new item to this update. Those are really useful. Not really going to be useful right now because how expensive it is. And you have a bunch of furniture pieces. You have a calendar. And you have some really useful things in here. Including some recipes you can craft permanently once you get them. For the most part, I'm not going to buy any of those right now because I'd rather save my money for other stuff. We have an upgrade house button. You can increase the size of your house and add a kitchen. This will cost 10,000 gold, and you also need to provide me 450 pieces of wood. Imagine a house upgrade that adds a kitchen and all this other stuff only being $10,000, is essentially as much as a backpack. That's insane. And then we have farm buildings. This is where we were actually going to be looking through. There's a bunch of stuff, coop, barn, well, and I'll go over them once we actually are making them. The well, of course, we already got a note for. It's essentially just a spot to refill your watering can, and you can place it anywhere on the farm, so you don't have to always be near that pond or whatever. But the thing we're here to make is the silo. Actually, it's only 100 gold. Wow. Allows you to cut and store grass for feed. 2 days. 100 gold, 100 stone, 10 clay, 5 copper bars. You can actually also, I believe, paint buildings here, but we're going to do that at a different time, because I'm mostly here for this. Build. So once you click to build something, you'll be thrown on your farm, and you can see you actually will be able to kind of freely scroll around. And our dog's frozen there into the bush. It's funny. And you can see if it turns red, that means you can't place it there because something's in the way, like our house. Or like other items, or things like the trees, which I guess she won't chop down even though she has an axe. And thankfully you can move this stuff around even after you've built it, and it's free to move it around. You just have to come up here and talk to her. Somehow. It's convenient. It doesn't have to make sense. For now, we're going to put the silo right there next to our house. Doesn't matter where it's at. The silo doesn't have to be anywhere close by. I just kind of want it out of the way. But I want it to also be viewable from where our house is for now. Okay, I'll start working on your new silo first thing tomorrow morning. So that's going to take 2 days to go. So the day after tomorrow, it should be done. The silo is a very cheap building, but it's one that you almost are not, you don't have to get. But it's one that I really recommend getting because it makes certain parts easier. Also, are you in your room? Frick. Okay. Couldn't tell. The gold bar I was going to be to Maru. She loves gold bars. If you're trying to go after her, court her, give her a gold bar. She loves gold bars. They're fairly cheap to get once you've reached this part of the mine. Like 5 gold ore and 1 coal is not terrible. Especially for a loved gift this early on. That is not bad. I don't know you well enough. Sorry. Are we at 1 heart yet? I thought we should be. Yeah, we are. Okay. Thankfully, we're actually pretty balanced on giving hearts to people. Also, there may be another mission today. I should go into town. I think that what we're going to do is we're finally going to reach level 100 in the mines. What say you guys? I think it's been a long time coming. Let's hopefully we can. Because, again, I believe one of the floors here is going to be the spiral ones, which I hate. But, man, it'll be nice to be done with the mines for a little bit. And that won't be the bottom. That's not the bottom of the mines. Floor 100 is not the bottom. Like, you can go further down than that. But that's as far down as I want to go for a little bit. And then we can take a break. At least for a little bit. Not a ton of time. Also, that's definitely a rock crab. That's something I should mention. The rock crabs, if you're curious sometimes how I may notice them, or if you want to know how to notice them easier, rock crabs can sometimes be, they won't always be, but they can sometimes be misaligned. Like, if you see how the rocks are placed, they're always kind of next to each other perfectly. That's because the rocks can only spawn in, like, certain areas. They're kind of like on a grid, if you will. So if you see one that's kind of taking up more spots than it should, it's kind of hard to describe. It's something you kind of have to get a feel for by visualizing it. But if you see them kind of like taking over spots that other rocks around it aren't, or that they look kind of different from that aspect than other rocks, then that means it's likely a rock crab. And as I said, you can actually break the rocks off their backs with your pickaxe by swinging it a couple times, but since that takes energy, it's not always worth it. Also, there's a red mushroom over there, and I am going to go over and grab that, even though, of course, I found the ladder. Just found 2 ladders. Specifically because those are pretty rare, and also we just need those forageables, and they can be useful later on. There's another squid kid there. May take them out too. Those are pretty hard to find. They're pretty rare. I think they can damage you just from walking into them, but I know their main thing is that they have a projectile fire attack, which does a pretty decent amount of damage, actually, so you want to be careful about that. Okay, these floor layouts are the same as yesterday, just where the rocks are and where the ladder's going to be is, of course, different, which is happens every time you come into the mines. It's not like a exclusive to these floors specific thing or something. I think what I'm going to do, since, again, oh, nice car bar. Again, I really have nothing to mention in this part, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up. I'm not just going to cut, because again, I want you to kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to speed this up until we are either having something to mention, or until we're getting to floor 100. So, let's get to mining. So yep, it is as I predicted. It is another spiral floor. I believe it's always a spiral floor, so this is fun. One thing I guess I will mention, because I actually kind of see it. If you look at the lights in the background that are on the wall, those are actually multicolored right now. That actually is an indicator of something. That is indicating that we are actually on a mushroom floor. Mushroom floors are very similar to what they normally are, like just rocks and stuff. But instead, what they can do is they actually have a chance of spawning a bunch of mushrooms, both purple and red. So if you're looking for mushrooms, either purple or red, these floors are going to be really helpful. Again, you'll know it when you see it because the lights on the back will be multicolored. So it shouldn't be hopefully difficult to find. Also, you may have seen we were fast forward speeding up. We got both a diamond and a ruby, so that is really nice. That is really nice too. That is another book, Combat Quarterly. Read this to gain some combat experience. It's not a permanent buff. Got some new ideas to sleep on. So that means I think we're actually level 5 in combat. Jeez, dude, look at us go. But yeah, that is another book. You can also buy that one later on as well from the bookseller, but we just got really lucky with it in that box there. Again, it's not a permanent like buff in terms of like doubling drop rates for enemies or anything, but it does just give us a bunch of EXP in one go, so we don't have to, be wasting as much time with fighting enemies and stuff. Unfortunately, similarly, our inventory is getting full again. No, I don't want that. I want the bomb, which I'm almost immediately going to have to get rid of because there's so much crap here. And unfortunately, one thing that sucks about the mushroom floors especially is you're going to have to deal with the mushrooms and stuff being different quality, and then you have to have multiple inventory spots get taken up. Speaking of multiple quality, you want to have a fun fact. As I mentioned back when I was giving like the intro thing for the series, I've been playing Stardew Valley almost since its launch back in 2016 on PC. Even though I'm not a PC gamer, this game just looked so fun. For me, it was worth playing on the PC, even though, again, I'm not a big PC guy. Also, you can just see how much energy and HP that gave us. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, it looks so good. I love Harvest Moon type games. It's worth it. I want to play the game even if it's on PC. So I was playing the game back at launch, also about to be swarmed by friggin' bats. But I want to play the game so bad, though. I started playing on launch on PC. It was around Christmas time when I played, which is ironic. It's actually pretty close to Christmas in real time from when I'm playing this now. And I remember playing the game, and there's, of course, a lot of things that are different now compared to then, right? Because a lot of stuff's been added and things have been tweaked. But one thing that I remember, and anyone who played back in the day is going to remember, the mines used to be so much worse for our inventory, and there's for one simple reason. So back in the old days of old Stardew, before updates changed things, all the ores you pick up off the ground, like the quartz, the earth crystals, those things. So not like the things you mine, the ones you get from just picking them up. At least I don't think it was from the mine. I don't remember for sure. But I know it was from ones you picked up. That's a lot of bounties. How many is that? 12. Okay. But yeah. There's one thing specifically about it. When you picked up forges back in the old version of Stardew Valley's mines, there was a chance that you'd pick up a crystal of a higher quality. So for example, you could get like silver quartz, gold quartz, and things like that. And the quality didn't do anything for you except for increase the sell price. But who's going to be selling things like quartz and stuff, which isn't even valuable? It's more so valuable just because it's a material you can use for crafting, right? So what would be the point? And so what happened was that your inventory ended up getting super clogged with a bunch of like different quality gems and stuff, and it was just really annoying, and then your chest would get clogged up and it sucked. Thankfully they patched that out, and so now you can only get a specific like no quality of like gems you pick up, which I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but that makes them worse, but it's such a better improvement. Anyway, the last few weeks in game, this is what we've been aiming for. What is our prize that I wanted so badly on floor 100? You found a star drop. Your mind is filled with thoughts of family. Your maximum energy level has increased. That is as mentioned, a star drop. Star drop are items that you will find while you're playing Stardew Valley, just kind of here and there. They are very specific. There's only a limited amount of them. You can't just find them via luck. They are in set spots every time. Star drops are going to be the items that increase your energy. For example, I think we had like 200 something. Now we're at 304. It may not be a massive jump, but they add up. You can only see how many of those you've eaten by going to this little tab here at skills. You can see it down here. We've eaten 1 star drop. And as you may have seen from the text, you were paying attention to when I was typing stuff in back when I was making my character. That is where you picking your favorite thing comes into play. Depending on what you put in as your favorite thing. Also, we can give our gold bar to Maru here. As your favorite thing, that's what will appear there as your thoughts of during when you're eating like a star drop. You know, it said like it reminds you of like the taste reminds you of family for me because that's what I put as mine. You could put anything like the taste reminds you of gaming or something else, right? And that's what will appear there. And there's actually some interesting hidden dialogue that comes with that. But again, that'll come for a later bonus episode when I talk about a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff. Pure gold. It's not the strongest material, but it has some really useful properties. Tuesday and Thursdays, I work on the clinics. I actually didn't know what days for sure. We're at One Hearth, you nice. Good, because I feel like I've been neglecting Maru, which sucks, because I actually really like Maru. So I definitely need to be talking to her more. Now that we've done that, we finally reached floor 100. Oh, it's so nice. And now we have, again, it's not much, but having that just a little extra energy that gets like there every day that we can use is just, oh, it's so massive. Okay, so we do have a mission, good. Tomorrow, of course, is Pam's birthday. Caroline wants a Joja Cola. Actually, you know what? That's not that bad. Of course, we just got a fire quartz from the trash, something that I mentioned you is very valuable. And I love how we have like 20 now, and I haven't even been able to show what we need it for yet, because we just haven't gotten to that part yet. I don't think I have anything you like. I spilled a whole bucket of milk on the floor today. It was horrible. It's such a waste of my poor Belinda's hard work. It's nice of you to show up. It's a little more lively now. I have nothing you like, but I need to give you gifts. I don't want to buy anything for you. That's not an offense to you, just I don't want to buy anything for you. Hey, pal. Hey, kid, you're too young to be wobbling around a place like this. Yeah, but it doesn't matter your age. You don't have to be in here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to a bar. It's just, you know, you don't want it to be something that you revolve your life around in terms of drinking alcohol and stuff. So, whatever. No time to chat with you. But yeah, if we come in here and go over to the right, I haven't talked about these things here, these arcade machines. That's going to be for a later video. But we actually can come over to this Joja Cola machine and actually buy Joja Cola for 75 gold. Now, it's not typically worth it because even though it does give you a speed buff and gives a little bit of energy, it's only 21 seconds of a speed buff, and the energy it gives you back is very minimal. Even though it's cheap, it's usually not worth it. Also, we have a cutscene, so I'm going to shut up. Never mind, I'm not going to shut up, because I know it's supposed to be him digging through trash can sounds, but man, that sounds really nasty. And that's saying something, because he's digging in a trash can. Yeah, sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy varmints. Well, you turned up at the right moment, son. Could you do an old man a favor? You go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me. They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. That's one hairy raccoon. Yeah, it was me. I'm sorry. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that would waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Not everyone's cut out for this world, Ryan. You don't know what it's like to be me. I'm not harming anyone, I just want to live life in my own way. That's so wrong? Yes, it's disgusting. No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. Yes, it's legal. That's George's private property. No, but you should get a job and stop leeching off others. None of these are really exactly what I'd like to answer. I would like to say no, there's nothing wrong with someone doing what he's doing in terms of wanting to not let things go to waste and living life the way they want to, because he's not hurting anyone. But I also would say he shouldn't be, you know, it's private property, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's someone's having problems with it, then, you know what I mean? I don't know. So, me personally, it's got to be this one, just because it's not even just to make him feel better, it's just, I think it is a shame just how often food goes to waste, especially because there are people who can't eat. It's unfortunate, so it's a shame for food to go to waste. Thanks, Ryan. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not hurting. Okay, well, that's not exactly my intention, but okay. You can go on home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. Okay, so there we go. That's kind of what I was hoping for, was that, you know, you can still like look for hot meals and stuff that people are throwing away and food that people are throwing away, but, you know, whatever. I can tell them you scared off the raccoons for good. He's just moving to the next house. Wait. I know you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. I actually don't know if you need to have any hearts with Linus for that cutscene, but it's kind of cool. We got to see a little bit more of him. Hey, what do you need? Oh wait, Carol. Oh, I can't go in their house anymore. It's closed at 8, isn't it? Oh, it's Wednesdays anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, we have it on us, so we can give that to her next time, because this episode's already going on pretty long. Which is going to be a common theme for these ones where I'm not cutting around as much. Which I did cut a little bit, but I want to keep this one a little shorter, since, you know, I don't want it to be super overwhelming. There's going to be episodes that are going to have to be longer anyway, so I want to make sure I save that up. Overall, though, a really good day. We finally made it to floor 100, dude. And our inventory, our energy got refilled, I believe, fully, and I believe it always does if you eat a star drop. So I, of course, want to make good use of that. But first, I'm going to put this stuff away. Got some goodies in here. Oh, no, not the solar essence. Again, the nice thing is that I think you actually can add to existing stacks. Yeah, I believe there's a button. This button up here, you can... Yeah, like that. Usually I forget to do that because it feels like... I don't know, maybe I'm dumb. I just forget to do that, I feel like, a lot. I'm going to keep this on me. We have 3 warp totems for our farm. That's actually kind of insane. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably chop wood for the rest of the day. We only need 1 more copper bar smelted. I'm just going to smelt as much as I can. We're under construction. Yeah, so that little spot that's marked off, of course, where we have the silo being built. She's not working on it right now, of course, because, you know, she said she'd work on it tomorrow, which is whatever. So we're going to probably start trying to get enough copper, maybe to also get our axe going, because I want to get that worked on. Just because, again, that is going to help us with something later on. Let me chop this. So now I'm going to chop wood, and while we're doing that, I'm just going to talk about something that actually doesn't have to do with this game, because I kind of wanted to talk about it since I was mentioning it earlier. I mentioned that one of my main reasons that I love games like Stardew is because of the Harvest Moon series. I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people love games like farming sims because of Harvest Moon. I know a lot of people kind of have like different games that they love, and there's different ones that they grew up on. I don't know how many people like grow into the Harvest Moon franchise. I feel like it's one that, like the way I've heard it described is that either you love it or you hate it. But I feel like that's with any game, right? But why did I just get a witch hat from chopping that tree down? A pointy hat popular with witches. Is this game trying to tell me something about? Okay then, we just got a witch's hat. Again, that's new to the update. You can find stuff all over. Why is it in a tree? Didn't I also get the cop shirt from a tree too? Wait, hey man. Anyway, as I was saying, I got interrupted by that random witch hat falling from a tree. The Harvest Moon series is one that means a lot to me. It's the reason I got into games like this. And I'm not sure how many people have gotten into it, but it's similar in the fact that like it's a game about farming, of course, but Harvest Moon's really interesting to me because it's not just about like a farm. For example, there's a lot of games that even come out nowadays that try to like replicate the farming style, like they're farm simulators. I don't want to say replicate because it's not like it's Harvest Moon's the only one that can exist, but like farming games that come out. And a lot of them can be fun in some ways. Like usually the money making part or like the farming mechanics are decent. Usually like, that's the easier part for people to get. But usually it's the... And it's not like they have to have this mechanic for a farming game, but I feel like the fact that Harvest Moon always focused somewhat on like the relationship building mechanics, that was I think one of the reasons I liked it so much as a kid. Something about like having a world that felt, again, this kind of ties in with the reasons I loved like Animal Crossing, for example. It was just because I felt like it was a real world that was always going on even if you weren't there. Like the characters to some degree felt real, you know, as a kid of course, felt real. And it was something that you could kind of get lost in. And that's still one of the things that I found magical about even modern games, especially with like open world stuff, is when they make you feel immersed in a world that actually feels real, even of course it isn't. So for me, when I'm thinking like back on it, I think that's probably one of the reasons I even liked Harvest Moon as a kid. Couldn't tell, I kind of grew up around the GameCube era, so a lot of my like nostalgic games are going to be on the GameCube. And I still remember, because my favorite Harvest Moon, even to this day, even though I know it has a ton of problems, like it is not a perfect game, no game is, but my favorite Harvest Moon game is Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life on the GameCube. For some reason, the town of Forget-Me-Not Valley, the villagers in that game are so memorable. There's just something about that game in particular that has always just stood out to me as like one of the few games that, even to this day, like it's almost relaxing even just to think about as a real world. I don't know if that's weird to say, but for me, it's one of those things that it's relaxing because I still have memories of like being a kid and like it'd be Saturday morning or whatever, and my parents would go down and get the paper at the mail or whatever, right? And I don't know, it's a weird, it's like a feeling that's almost impossible to describe, but it's one that I think almost a lot of us have, or at least I hope you have, because it's a really nice thing, like memory to sort of have. But just being immersed in the town of Forget-Me-Not Valley and the villagers feeling realish, even though, again, time hasn't been so kind to how they were written and stuff. But, I don't know. Again, it has its problems, but I really like it. We'll talk more about Harvest Moon in the future because level 5 combat. Choose a proficient. Fighter. All attacks deal 10% more damage, or Scout. Critical strike chance increased by 50. This one is pretty 50-50 for me, actually. It depends on what I'm feeling like when I'm playing. Sometimes I feel like just the 10% damage. Sometimes I feel like that critical strike chance. Of course, 10% is a permanent increase. Scout is just a chance, but it's 50%. And me personally, I think for this playthrough, I'm going to go with the Scout. Again, it goes back and forth, but I don't know why. I'm just feeling the Scout. Maybe it's because of the luck I've had so far in this playthrough, and so I feel like kind of leaning into that a little bit more, but I don't know. I felt like going with the Scout. But again, that's one where I feel like it's hard to go wrong because both are really good upgrades. Anyway, we finally made it to our end goal of the mines. Not the end goal, but our goal we set up in the mines. We got our first star drop and got a taste of our family. As gross as that sounds, we got a taste that reminded us of the love and warmth of our family. And we got closer with all the people in town. Next time, we're going to be celebrating Pam and Shane's birthday, or at least Pam's birthday, maybe Shane's. Some more birthdays, some more events, and now we can actually start working on other things than just the mine. Things are really opening up in this little town. I hope to see you all there.